Yeah, I'm Malwine Stauss. I live in Leipzig in Germany, and I will do a little mix of readings and talks. So I will read 2 short stories. Thank you. Okay, thanks. And we'll show some images from my work and talk about what I'm doing. The first one is a comic that is called Brain, and I made it in 2020 in the pandemic. Flying to the moon, inhabiting the Mars. Time passes slowly at the speed of light. Will there be air to breathe for us? We know what we need to get there. Will flowers grow on other planets? The distance can be calculated. Caring for the flowers in my backyard, where they are already growing, while imagining other worlds. I am still dreaming of different places. And that was the cover of the magazine. So that's Squash magazine, which is a self-published magazine that I started with some friends during our time in art school in 2018, and we called ourselves the Squash Collective. And in the beginning we published a lot of these self-published magazines and attended book fairs and organized exhibitions and just had a lot of fun with it. And the topics were always, it was always just supposed to be fun and really random. Here you can see some photos from our beginnings, and then the collective started to organize the Snail Eye magazine, but also the Snail Festival, which is a comic festival that's taking place in Leipzig every summer, and it's really nice. So you should all come. It's in June. These are some photos from the first festival, I think, in 2021. So I think it has always been part of my practice to work together with other comic artists and with other people and to do projects together, and it's something that I really enjoy doing next to working on my own and being alone in the studio a lot. So the other project that I wanted to show you is this zine project. It's called Tanz, which is the German word for dance, and it was a project that we did together with the Bauhaus Dessau for their anniversary. And it's a book or zine and an exhibition about the topic of dancing, and it was 3 other friends and artists and me. So I wanted to show you the book. These are some images by Stefanie Leinhus, and the book is also, I saw it in the Xau bookshop, so if you want to see it, you can also see it there. I really liked working on this project because we all had very different approaches to the topic and very different styles, but we worked together very closely, and that was very nice. That's by my friend Lina Ehrentraut. And these are some works by Julius Wagner, who's also based in Leipzig. And these are some photos of the exhibition that we also did with the works. And for the exhibition, it was important to us to have all of the works kind of flowing into each other and showing this aspect of working together and everything connecting. And these are some photos from another exhibition that I did last year, and that was an exhibition only of my work. So I'm also working with ceramics, and here you can see some of the ceramic sculptures that I made for the exhibition. It was called Erdlinge, so earthlings, and yeah. So I started working with ceramics, I think also in the pandemic, and I just started doing it randomly, and I just really enjoyed doing it. At the time it was in the pandemic, and I felt a bit lost with my drawing practice, and just tried to work with something else to feel a little more free and not to think about it so much. And then these were actually the first ones I made, and ever since I just continued doing it because I really enjoyed it and feel like it's a lot. The material gives always a lot of new challenges, but it's a lot of fun, and it's also nice to go back and forth between the different mediums of drawing and ceramics. These are some photos from the studio that I've been working in Berlin, which was a really big shared ceramic studio, and I think I learned a lot from working together with other people, and being in the studio was really great for me. And so these are the works before firing. And now I want to read another short story. It's in this book called The Future Is, and it's 14 comics by female German, I think only German, by comic artists, and it was supposed to be comics about the future. Hello, I wanted to tell you something. Today we had a breakthrough at the sanctuary. The thousands butterfly hatched. If this keeps up, we can start releasing them back into the wild in 2 years, bringing them back after 150 years of extinction. Crazy, right? Hey, wow, I'm glad to hear that. I hope one day I can see a real butterfly as well. I'd love to show you one sometime. Sometime. How are you doing today? Yes, okay. I couldn't go outside today because of the air. What's it like today? Orange. A fire in the east. I didn't follow up on why, whatever. You were in my dream again last night. Oh, tell me about it. It was like before the division, when we used to meet between our houses by the river to play, but we weren't kids anymore like we used to be. We were grown up, like we are now, but the water wasn't there, and neither was the air filter, and we were sitting by the river together, just like old times. I just walked out of my apartment and down to the water, and instead of the fences and ditches and the huge noisy air filter dome, there was just the river, and you. It's beautiful. What did we do then in your dream? Haha, nothing. we just sat there together. In the dream, it was normal too. We weren't surprised or anything. It was like we lived in a parallel reality where the city was never divided. It was so quiet around us. I felt really good. Nice dream. Thanks for telling me. I can really picture it. In a few minutes, the power will be cut off and we'll sleep. Just so you know that I'm gone then. Just so you know if I'm gone then. I never get used to the idea that you can't choose when you go to sleep and when you use electricity. That you don't have your own things. That you just don't have all those freedoms. I don't know. You could also see it as being free from having to make all those decisions constantly. I don't have my own things and no apartment of my own, like you, but I can always go out into the air. Because of this huge air filter that I have to look at all the time, and that keeps your dirty air away from us, so that other creatures can live here again someday, besides just humans. Well, I can't imagine it anyway. For me, it just sounds like a lot of restrictions. I wish you could just come over, and I would show you everything. And we could work together in the butterfly breeding program. I realized the other day that we haven't seen each other in 14 years. Next year, we'll have been separated for half of our lives. I'd like to see you too, but I don't know. You can't even choose where you work over there. You were lucky to get to the butterflies, but imagine if they put me somewhere else, I don't know, in the snail breeding? Haha, you'd manage. And snails are also important for our future land. Yeah, sure. I have to go. Good night. Maybe I'll be in your dream again? We'll see. Sleep well. Tonight, we were together by the river again. Everything was very quiet, and in the dream, it felt completely normal again. You didn't try to convince me of your world, and I didn't try to convince you of mine. I never thought I would ever see a real butterfly. I hope you're sleeping really well now. Talk to you tomorrow. Thank you, that's all.